When it comes to the ins and outs of MSM, sometimes it may seem like there's a lot to keep track of, especially when it comes to the business of protecting oneself against sexually transmitted illnesses or STIs. Luckily for those who engage in MSM, there's a tremendous amount of trustworthy research to fall back on, to use to guard and best prepare oneself so that MSM can stay the fun and anxiety-free activity it's meant to be. In the queer community, those who partake in MSM form a diverse community with many subcategories, though they all have one thing in common. There is an anomalously high rate of STI transmission, as STIs such as syphilis, HIV, and gonorrhea still remain high-risk diseases. One reason for this is the fact that the act of anal sex, which is the most prevalent within the MSM community, for good reason of course, does unfortunately carry a higher risk than most other kinds of sex. The anal cavity is particularly susceptible to STI transmission due to the thinness and therefore more likely damage of the barrier between partners, which allows for a passageway between bodies whereby diseases can travel. Studies have shown that the general characteristics of the MSM community in terms of sexual behavior lends itself toward a higher rate of STI transmission. Activities like group sex, casual sex, and the number of lifetime sexual partners, topics which we will be covering in upcoming episodes of The Steam Room, are more popular within this group. Also, the frequency of bareback sex is reportedly higher within the MSM community, another factor which lends itself to the increasing rate of STI transmission. That being said, there are still many ways you can protect yourself and your partner or partners and still have as good a time as ever.
Use condoms. As obvious as it sounds, condoms are one of the most effective methods for keeping all those anxieties at bay. By using a respected and high-quality brand of condom, the risk of transmission during anal sex is dramatically reduced as it provides a stable barrier between yourself and your partner. Used in conjunction with a water-based lubricant to ensure that the condom does not break or tear in any way. This method of protection comes with peace of mind, very seldom matched by other methods of protection. Be warned, however, that not using lube or using an oil-based lubricant which can dissolve the condom is a bad move.
Get tested. As a man who enjoys MSM, it's important to be aware that the risk of contracting STIs is higher than those of other people such as MSW, men who have sex with women, or WSW, women who have sex with women. It is therefore highly recommended that you get tested for HIV often. As it stands, the best advice is to get tested every 6 months, even if you do use protection. The best preventative methods are only successful 99.9% of the time. Better not get caught out that 0.1% of the time and risk getting yourself or your partner in trouble.
Be ready in the moment. Make sure that if you are a sexually active MSM, that you are stocked up on everything you might need when the mood strikes you. This means having lube and condoms in the drawer next to your bed or wherever else you like getting down and dirty. If you're traveling, make sure you have a kit with you as well. A condom in your wallet never hurts anybody's cool factor.
Pay attention. Before doing the deed, make sure that you and your partner have had an open and honest discussion about your statuses. Pay attention to the condom you're using. Make sure it's not damaged in any way. Make sure you use enough lube. Also, there are minor things that you can do for your own peace of mind. Don't brush your teeth directly before oral sex, as tiny abrasions in the mouth are possible passageways for STIs. Make sure that before anal sex you're feeling peachy down there, so as not to aggravate any possible sore spots.
Keep track. After you've engaged in any act of MSM, both in the hours afterwards as well as the following days, be sure to pay attention to your own body. If there are any signs like burning in your genital area or anus, or anything abnormal like rashes or fevers that crop up, be sure to head straight to the doctor's office to have them checked out. It might be nothing, but being cautious is always wise. It's always better to catch things early before they get to a level at which they begin to impede your daily life.